When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to the ground. And the good news for the offense, there is nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the number 1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that number 1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Snagged on the outside, it's Wiley. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
1st down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge in. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yard.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes the handoff. It's John. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Flips it out to the back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Creates a little room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. On the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Change now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Wiley. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 20 to Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. The give out of the gun. Across the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his feet. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Power football with the run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Quick release on the RPO. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
To the air on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Coates. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia going up tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a heat. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's